about consistency. We all know that if you are pursuing YouTube in some point of your journey, you are going to struggle with consistency, and we need to talk about it. We need to just go ahead and put it out there, and let's just, nip this in the bud so that we can fix this problem and get you consistent on YouTube. So for one, you're probably struggling with being consistent because of the learning curve. If this is your very first time having a YouTube channel, then it's a lot. It's a lot to learn up front. You got to learn about the creating actual videos. You have to learn how to edit. You have to learn how to do thumbnails. You have to learn how to make sure your titles are clickable and make sure your thumbnails are clickable and do research. So I get it. I get the learning curve can be a lot, and that may be one of the reasons why you're struggling with consistency. The second reason, I think this is more so one of the reasons why a lot of people fall off when it comes to YouTube and being consistent, and that is the lack of immediate return. YouTube is not one of those platforms where you're going to just randomly go viral like TikTok or like even with the Instagram reel or something like that. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the work, and you're going to have to put in the work for a while. Like not even just like for a month or two. Like it could take you a good year, if not two, to really see the return that you're looking for. The major difference with seeing the return with YouTube though is it changes your life after it pays off. So it's like, it's hard to stay consistent when you want that immediate return, because a lot of people, I feel, pursue YouTube when they are not happy at the job that they're currently doing. Maybe they're trying to grow their business, or maybe they just have the desire to be a content creator and someone has inspired them to become a content creator and become a full-time YouTuber because of the opportunities that has been given to them as a result of pursuing YouTube. But I think that you can lack consistency when you don't see that return instantly coming to you and you're not getting that financial return to pay those bills for you to continue to pursue YouTube. And then the third reason why you may be lacking consistency is because you just don't prioritize it. Like the idea of it sounds great. It sounds good to have a YouTube channel. You're just doing a bare minimum though. Like you're not prioritizing it. You're not making it like a non-negotiable for you to continue to show up on the platform. You're just kind of doing it like a hobby or doing it whenever it's convenient to you, but you're not really taking it seriously. And then the last reason why you're probably lacking consistency, and I think that this is for all of us, we want results now. We want to see the results now, and you're just discouraged. You're just like, I just want to see the results, and I'm not seeing the results. And so you're putting your efforts into things that are giving you immediate results versus continuing to pursue YouTube. But you wouldn't be watching this video if YouTube was not important to you. So today I want to give you 3 things that you can do that will keep you consistent on the platform despite all of the other things that are keeping you inconsistent on the platform. The very first thing, it's going to hit you in the jugular a little bit, okay? You just got to make the decision. Nothing else that I tell you in this video is going to matter if you don't make the decision, period. You have to make the decision that you are going to be committed to YouTube. If you don't make the decision that you're going to be committed to YouTube, then you're not going to be consistent because you are not making that decision that this is what you really want. And so you have to just give yourself a reality check and ask yourself, is this the lifestyle that you really want? And how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough that you're willing to make the decision to give YouTube a full year, even if you don't see results? And you have to be real with yourself and really answer that question. If you want immediate results on YouTube, you're going to have to show up more. You're going to have to show up more. If you've seen any of my other videos that I've posted, I talk so much about how the key to growing your YouTube channel is posting twice a week. I will link the video at the icon. I don't know which side it's going to pop up, but I will definitely link that video to kind of give you some ideas on how to grow your channel. But even despite all of the tips that I can give you, you have to make the decision that this is what you want and that you're willing to put in the work. So that's the very first thing that will keep you consistent. If you know that this is a non-negotiable, like for me, creating content on YouTube is a non-negotiable for me. This is the lifestyle that I want. I want to be a full-time YouTube content creator. That's what I want. I want to build my brand and build my business around having a YouTube channel. This is like the umbrella and everything else is going to fall under it. So for me, creating content on YouTube is a non-negotiable. And I know that the people will come as long as I continue to be consistent and I continue to focus on the people that I am trying to get to come to my channel and watch my videos and get served on my channel. So you have to figure that out for yourself. The second thing that's going to keep you consistent on the platform is having a realistic content schedule. Yes, it sounds good to post 4 times a week, but is it realistic for you? Is that realistic for you? Even posting 2 times a week, that may not be realistic for you. One thing that I learned with starting this full-time job is that before I was able to post 2 times a week, and when I started training for this job, working 40 hours a week, I was not able to post 2 times a week. So you have to do what is realistic for you. I don't know your day-to-day schedule. You may have kids. I know I have kids. I homeschool my kids. So that adds even another layer of, different responsibilities and obligations that I have outside of running my business and working full time. But you have to create a realistic posting schedule that will allow you to actually be consistent in showing up. Because what will happen is, and this actually also happened to me, because I wasn't able to post twice a week, I fell behind on my YouTube channel, and I went from posting 2 times a week to posting twice in a month. Because I fell off so hard, and I realistically realized during training, girl, you ain't posting no twice a week. You got to post once a week. Because of that, I got discouraged, and I went from posting twice a week to once every other week. And so you don't want that to happen. But regardless, you have to sometimes reevaluate your posting schedule and figure out what you can change in order to stay consistent on the platform. But no matter what, make sure that you're posting at least once a month to keep the metrics going, because you don't want to tank your channel. So if you want to be consistent, even if you're struggling with being consistent on the platform, try to get out at least 1 or 2 videos in that month and make it a non-negotiable for yourself. The third thing that's going to help you stay consistent on this platform is to create a content creation workflow. This one right here, you've made the decision that you're going to be committed to YouTube for at least 6 months, a year, whatever your time frame is. You got your posting schedule. You're like, okay, I'm going to create a realistic posting schedule. Now that you have that, now you need to create a content creation workflow. I find that a lot of people create content when it's convenient for them. You can no longer do that if you want to be in a game of consistency on YouTube. You're going to have to be a little bit more planned out, boo. That we're gonna get you planned. We got to get a little more organized to make this thing become a thing, okay? So I'm going to help you in reference to how to create a content creation workflow. The first thing you need in this content creation workflow is a content planning day. You need 1 day to be able to plan out your content for at least the next month, if not the next 3 months. You could do it monthly or you could do it quarterly. It's completely up to you. I find that doing it monthly for me works out better, because when I try to plan out content quarterly, by the time I get to the next month, I kind of feel away about the content that I planned out, and I have new ideas that I would rather create on that month. And so I find that just re-evaluating every month and planning out when my mind is fresh and I have those fresh ideas is better for me versus planning out 90 days in advance. But it's completely up to you. But you need a day that you're going to specifically plan out your content. And depending on how much time you have to do this, you may also want to go ahead and create your video scripts during this time. You got your ideas, and now you need to go ahead and plan out what you're going to say on each video, so that way you have all of that stuff done. The second thing you need to have in your content creation workflow is a content day. You need to pick a content day on your calendar depending on how many times a week you're trying to post. Let's say, for example, you're trying to post once every week. So that's 4 videos per month. You need to have at least 1 day to record all 4 of those videos. 1 day. If you can give yourself 1 day for that month to create your 4 videos, so that you can make sure that you have those videos going out every single week, that's going to be better than you picking a day when you feel like it. Because that's when you start being consistent. Because if you don't feel like it, and then if you just randomly pick a random day to record your content, and then something comes up, and then all of a sudden you ain't recording no content, and you ain't going to be able to record on a whole nother day, then that's when now you ain't been showing up for some weeks. So having a day on your calendar when you're going to create that content is vital for making sure you have at least a content bank that you can be working on. So the third thing that you need to add to your content creation workflow is going to be your production days. Now, the production days is when you're working on your editing, and that's when you're working on your thumbnail creation. Notice how I separated all of these. You have 3 stages of creating your content if you want to be consistent. Don't do all 3 of those stages in 1 day, okay? That's another reason why you may not be being consistent. You need to split these things up so that when your mind is on planning your content, you can stay focused on that, but you're not recording. And then on the day when you're creating content, like today, this is my content creation day or my content day. So now I don't have to worry about planning out content. I don't have to worry about editing content. I'm just focused on creating the content today. And then while I'm working throughout the week, although I'm not going to be recording content, I could be doing my post-production and creating the thumbnails, editing the videos, creating the descriptions, and getting those videos scheduled out. So that's your post-production days. The post-production days are going to be more ongoing. What I would do for this is pick specific days during the week where either you're off, or rather, like if you go to work late or if you get off early or something like that, whatever is convenient for you with when you can take an hour or 2 hours or maybe even 3 hours to work on post-production at one time, then create that for yourself so that way that you can get ahead of your schedule. And that brings me to my bonus tip. If you want to stay consistent on YouTube, you need to get ahead of your schedule, your posting schedule. So ideally, you want to have 4 videos going out while you're in post-production. That you like, those are already set up to go out. So that way you're always ahead of your schedule. You're always weeks ahead of your schedule, and you're working on content that's coming out after that. So it kind of gets a little tight. Like right now, mine's a little tight because I technically have to post a video tomorrow, one of the videos that I recorded today. But that's not typical because what I'm doing is I'm recording 6 videos today. So that way for the next 3 weeks, I have 2 videos that's going to be going out. And then next week, I'm going to record some more content. So that way I have more content in my content bank. And that way I'm always ahead of the game. So if you can do that for yourself, that will help you stay consistent, because even when you can't record content, you've always got content that's already pre-recorded in the bank, waiting for you to do post-production on it and get it scheduled out. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you made it this far in the video, then I can guarantee you that you're probably wondering also how to get 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. If you have not hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers yet, I highly suggest you watch my video next. I'm going to put it in the icon above here, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So go ahead and check that video out. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.